Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the AEW Dark review for the 9th of February 2021. Yet again, this show is good and bad and combination of both, I suppose. There's good stuff on it upon occasion, but honestly, nothing that can't be missed. Um, and so, unfortunately, Taz and Excalibur are on commentary. I say that's unfortunate because, well, Excalibur, Anthony Ogogo is with the opening matches. So Nick Kanemoto, QT Marshall, and Dustin Rhodes versus Very Morales and Jersey Muscle Society. Ogogo basically is putting over Marshall on commentary. Jersey Muscle Society is Steve Gibbs and Tony Vinci or something like that. This is another opportunity for Kanemoto. He's been shining pretty well. I really would like to see them put him with Luchasaurus, get Jungle Boy on his own, and literally throw Marco Stunt off a bridge. Um, there is no. I mean, I suppose if you wanted to do a little person's division, or if you wanted to have a WCW mascot like Wildcat Willie, there might be use for Marco Stunt. Or if you really wanted to do something unique, you could send him to schools and teach about people with some form of disability, because I assume his height is a disability. Maybe I'm wrong, but having somebody with a disability um, make it big in the world, I guess you could do that. But as far as him being a national part of a national promotion, it's laughable, and I think it hurts AEW overall. Obviously, this is a squash. Kanemaru hits Morales with a press slam. Rhodes comes off the middle rope with a bulldog for a win. I mean, I think certainly that they're wasting Dustin Rhodes. Dustin Rhodes, one of the better talents they have. I understand he's 50 years old, but so's half of the, well, not half, maybe at least a quarter of the WWE roster is between 40 and 50, so you can't really fault them for having a couple guys that are. SCU defeat Lee Johnson and Aaron Solo and in just over 11 minutes. I'm not necessarily a fan of the match going this long. Lee Johnson teams with Cody Rhodes tomorrow on Dynamite. I'm not a fan of that either, in the sense that he's kind of been treated like a guy who isn't a winner, and now he's getting a shot on the main program. Johnson and Daniels uh, kind of start squaring off. Solo is in the ring for a very long heat segment. Eventually, hot tags to Johnson again, and he hangs with Daniels. Gets a few near falls, hits a blue thunder bomb. Johnson hits a buckle bomb on Daniels. I wish they would retire that move. I don't. I mean, after what happened with Sting, but also I've never bought it as a move that was safe. I realize you're taking your own bump, but even being a little bit off on the trajectory of the move can have really disastrous consequences. He's sent into Solo's knees for a near fall. Daniels escapes, hits a double suplex, and then hot ties to Kazarian. Kazarian gets a near fall off a cutter on Solo. Johnson hits a plancha out to the floor. Kazarian catches Solo going for a crossbody and turned it into the best Meltzer ever for the pin. I mean, this had to happen with the SCU storyline, but at the same time, I think Johnson had a good run. Solo has a job, I guess, because his significant other is working for the competition. Like, I don't really see anything in Solo. Brian Cage with Hook defeats Jason St. Patrick in a minute. Cage goes after him, hits him with a super kick and a release German suplex, follows that up with a double power bomb and a third Release powerbomb onto the knees. Then he hits the drill claw for the win. I'm not necessarily sure I understand the benefit of having a match like this. I mean, getting a guy over as a major killer is, I guess, a good idea, but at the same time, I don't know where it goes when you're not really pushing him to go anywhere long term. Acclaimed are with their therapist. Bowens wants to know what they've become now that they've betrayed everyone they've ever loved. Castor can't remember the lyrics to some song. Therapists advise that the only way to deal with this is together, and then they kind of rap or do a spoof on the late Dinner Debonair, preview their match with MJF and Chris Jericho. And I mean, MJF and Jericho obviously going to take them out. They try to get new talent over. I got to give AEW credit. They really do try to get new talent over. I think they try with too many people at once. I think it gets lost a lot of the times, but it's there. I mean, they basically are making fun of the Inner Circle, and then security goes to find the rappers as we go. Nyla Rose with Vicky Guerrero defeats Miranda Allure. Not a fan of this. Nyla Rose, to me, is a failed experiment. Send her back to the independents. Let her work for a couple of years once the pandemic's over. If she gets some timing and a character that's viable, bring her back if you want to. But I don't see it. Allure hits an arm drag, gets nailed with a choke slam. Guerrero hits a slap, clothesline and a beast bomb finish. And that's that. Pac versus VSK in just over 4 minutes. Pac obviously getting the win. Pac has not wrestled on Dark since 2019. And I mean, he is ranked number 5 and has a match against Ryan Nemeth. Nemeth to me is just as good as Pac. I actually liked Nemeth a lot when I saw him. So that match should be good. Pac obviously dominates this match on VSK. VSK does make a small comeback, and he gets nailed with a boot. Sunny Kiss with Joey Janela, defeating KC Navarro in 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Poor Sunny Kiss. Sunny Kiss is such a talented character. I don't care about the gender stuff. Who cares? You can tell a story with it. You could ignore it. You could look at telling a story with just the wrestler aspect. You could tell a complete story. But Joey Janela, honestly, I would hire 10 independent talents off 30-second clips before I'd hire one Joey Janela. Ricky Starks joins commentary. This is cool. And then the split-legged moonsault deal that Kiss does gets a near fall. Kiss hits a super kick, misses a moonsault, and Navarro botched some sort of sleeper hold. Kiss powers out. Navarro hits a DDT for another near fall. Kiss comes back with a super kick and finished Navarro with a stunner and out of a fireman's carry. Not that bad. So Tony Collins with Anna Jay defeats, or Tay Conti rather. Tony Collins? Who's Tony Collins? With Anna Jay defeats Alex Garcia in just over 3 minutes. Conti certainly is getting more confidence in the ring. I don't think she belongs in the women's number 1 contenders tournament, but maybe it was a case of them having a lot of faith in her, or not enough women to fill out the tournament. She gets a knee bar on Garcia and rolls through. They roll out onto the floor. Garcia comes back in. Full Nelson. Conti and drives Garcia into the mat with a hammerlock DDT, and then pair of clotheslines and a running knee in the corner. Conti ties Garcia up with a submission and gets a win. Ryan Nemeth defeats Marco Stunt in just under 4 minutes. Poor Ryan Nemeth. You bring a guy in that's got a lot of potential. He can bump around. He can do just about anything. He's got charisma. He's got a look. He's got good wind. He's got all sorts of things, and you're wasting him with Marco Stunt. Anyway, Nemeth cuts a promo before the match. Stunt was just released by FTR, according to Excalibur. That kidnapping storyline was trash. Anyway, Stunt gets offense early. Nemeth catches him coming off the top rope and drops him on a delayed back suplex. Nemeth does a handstand hammerlock and hits a drop kick for a near fall. Nemeth hits a neck breaker, or was going to, but took too long, and gets launched. And then there's a counter into a sliced bread attempt. Stunt gets hit. FTR's music plays. Distraction allows Nemeth to counter into the Hangman neck breaker for the pin. I mean, I'm not necessarily sure that Nemeth needing the help of FTR is something I would support, but anybody beating Marco Stunt at this point, I support. Peter Avalon and Cesar Bononi defeat Sean Dean and Charlie Bravo. 6:45. I don't know why this match needed to go that long. Bonnie is completely useless, and they're going to be on road. They're going to be on Dynamite tomorrow against Cody Rhodes and Lee Johnson. I do not support this. Bonin moves Avalon out of the way, and then Bonin gets a tag. Hits Bravo with a sit-out Michinoku driver for near fall. Avalon gets a clear advantage and tags into the match. And Rhodes and Johnson, they're going to hype that up. Anyway, after a brief comeback from Dean and Bravo, Bonin press slams Bravo and set him up for a series of knees. Avalon gets the win. This is just no. 10 with the Dark Order defeats Baron Black. 7:21. This is way too long. So Starks, Taz, Excalibur, commentary team. They basically ignore the matches half the time. 10 and Black have had matches with each other in the past, on the Indies. Apparently, why we're acknowledging independence on even a dark show that is leading to a national television show, I don't really understand, unless we're going to be doing business with those companies. Black and 10 exchange a series of chops. Black gets an advantage with the strikes. Hits a dragon screw leg whip. Black hits an atomic drop, follows by a backstabber for a near fall. Comes back with a clothesline and a spine buster. Does 10 and finishes him off with a deadlift powerbomb. Too many powerbombs in this show for my personal taste. Anyway, Red Velvet with Big Swole defeats Diamante with Ivelisse in 5:38. Agogo returns to commentary. Velvet does okay. Misses a move in the ropes and is suplexed by Diamante. Diamante hits a running drop kick in the corner for a near fall. There's a pair of clotheslines and standing moonsault for a near fall here. Diamante comes back with a back elbow A row near fall. Velvet avoids a code red and hits a interesting mock Claymore kick. Not a fan of this either. Also, not a fan that Joey Janela is in the supposed main event of this program against Jack Evans with Angelico. Obviously, Sonny Kiss is out there with Janela. 9 minutes for this junk. Evans springboards out of the ring and kicks Janela before the match starts. Evans sends Janela back into the ring. Tries to come off the top, but Janela shoves him to the floor. Angelico grabs Janela's boot to distract him. Evans hits a kick for near fall. Kiss gets on the apron to complain about this. Aubrey Edwards allowed Hybrid 2 to cheat some more. I actually would have been a fan of Hybrid 2 winning this. Evans scores a near fall off a back elbow and worked a chinlock. Janela comes back with a plancha to the floor and a Death Valley driver for near fall. Evans comes back off top rope, Frankensteiner, and a middle rope Phoenix splash for another near fall. Evans and Janela exchange strikes. I mean, this Joey Janela fool, is supposed to be on national television tomorrow, and why is he employed? Like, does he have dirty laundry on one of the staff members? Is he involved with another wrestler? Did he broker some sort of sponsorship deal? Does he do something else for the company that would be useful? I see absolutely no redeeming quality in his wrestling skill whatsoever, and I don't get it. Anyway, Evans comes off the top of the 450 splash. Janela gets the knees up and almost gets pinned off a small package. Evans counters with package pile driver, but and then he gets another near fall. Janela then follows up with a top rope elbow for the pin, and him going against Darby Allin is an insult to the build they've done for Allin. It's an insult to the TNT Championship. It's an insult to the fact that they're on national television on a major cable network. I do not think that this is a good idea. Anyway, Janela, goes into the match with a win at least. Anyway, we'll be back with more right after this.